Alrighty then. Next, we have more videos. More videos. I'm liking it. We're on a good steady roll. We've been making, I don't know.
So prepare for a rapid fire of some of Dr. Doom's most impressive moments. But before I get into that, I do want to remind you guys real quick.
Did I click on something? Stupid player. All right, let's try that again. We've been making quite a bit of videos here. Try that. Yeah, you can see my watch later playlist there has like 169 videos as of right now. I'm trying to get us there. Trying to watch them all. There we go.
How powerful.
Finally, we've made it. So if you're watching live, thank you for hanging out. Let's check out this next video. How powerful is Dr. Doom? Variant Comics. Take it away. The villains.
What's up, my comic comrades? It's been a little bit since we've done a How Powerful episode, and there's no better character to bring that back than Dr. Doom. What's crazy is this is one of the
This
first
guy looks like
episodes
he's
we've
been on
ever
other
done
channels.
Dr. Doom, but I'm sure sometime in 2020 we'll give him a history of episode. In any case, he's extremely awesome and a powerful villain, and you're about to find out just how powerful.
So I will tell you, this video is like, what, 5 years old? So I'm sure there's been more content with Dr. Doom and, you know, Robert Downey Jr. I don't know if they're still filming or if it's done or not, but who knows how it's going to come out. I don't know much about Dr. Doom. I did watch a lore video. You should check out on my playlist, my comic lore. And that was a good start of the origins of Dr. Doom. But there's, I know, a lot more. We only scratched the very top of the teat.
So prepare for a rapid fire of some of Dr. Doom's most impressive moments. But before I get into that, I do want to remind you guys real quick about our giveaway that's going on right now. We are giving away 5 first print copies of Batman the Killing Joke. We've partnered up with our good friend Comic Tom once again to bring you this awesome giveaway. You have from now to October 29th to enter. Links for all that is going to be in the description below. But now back to Dr. Doom. Today I'm going to try something a little different by breaking down his feats and powers and abilities by categories, starting with his intellect. If you didn't know, Dr. Doom is one of the smartest humans in the Marvel Universe. He's so smart, in fact, that in Secret Wars issue 2, after Galactus neutralized Ultron, Doom rebuilt and reprogrammed him to serve him during Secret Wars. He then used Ultron to single-handedly take down Absorbing Man, Doc Ock, Wrecker, and Molecule Man.
He took
then
over.
We have the time Doom performed brain surgery on the Hulk.
So he's on par with Tony Stark.
Chainsaw to cut through the Hulk's head and separate the Hulk from Banner. Basically what happens is the Hulk had Dr. Doom do brain surgery on him to remove the Banner persona from his brain. When Doom is operating on his brain, he asks the Hulk, who decided not to go under because the Hulk, if there's any specific changes he wants to see made to Banner's personality, this would be the time to ask. As with just a few flicks of his wrist, he can get rid of his intelligence entirely or make him an insomniac who's terrified by all things gamma. And in the end, Dr. Doom succeeded. And then he said, "You once shared a brain, a body, no more. I have remade your brain, giving Banner a brand new body, freshly grown from your common DNA." He retains his intellect, his memories, he's everything he was ever meant to be, only without the Hulk. Going through some other instances of his intelligence a little quicker, in Thor issue 605, he rebuilt Odin's destroyer armor and then stole Thor's Odin Force to control it, to then proceed to use it to throw Thor around like a rag doll. It was also said that Doom's human mind races as fast as a sophisticated computer. And then, you know, there was the time he figured out how to harness the mystical energies of vibranium, to which even Wakanda couldn't even figure out. He then uses it to create a device that will connect him to every fragment of vibranium, at which point he claimed was a greater power than possessing the power cosmic. So
he's connected, like, kinetically to vibranium? Like he can move it with his will, like kind of like Magneto? Or is it that he can sense it? Or is it that is he like it's a very obscure way to describe it. I'm going with that he's got like Magneto-like control over vibranium.
No, just that little thing. But now that you have an idea of how smart he is, let's talk about his raw power, aka his strength. Victor Von Doom's armor allows him incredible strength and even grants him force fields, and a handful of tech-like weapons. Because of this, he can do things like crush a diamond with his bare hand, turning it to dust. Which is crazy because, as we know, diamonds are one of the hardest substances known to man. He's also able to hold his own against the Hulk. I'm not saying he's stronger than the Hulk, I'm just saying he's not going down easy.
So, I mean, if he can box, let's say, with the Hulk, he can stand up against like Thanos, Thor. Like, I had no idea Doom had that kind of strength behind like his punches and that kind of endurance and durability. I understood that he was like a sorcerer. I understood he's got like magic and tech. I had no idea he had strength. I mean, Doom sounds like he's Marvel's Superman villain. You know, like he's got everything, it seems like.
And then, you know, he also does stuff like tossing giant boulders with one hand. Next, we have his durability, which is fantastic. So much so, he once survived a blast from Thanos, and then just got back up saying, "I will not be denied those gems," referring to the Infinity Gems. His armor even took a headbutt from the Hulk, and only putting a small dent in it.
Wow.
More impressive than that, though, Doom once took a hit from a robotic replica Hulk that was powered with the power cosmic. And guess what Doom's reply was? "Come now, you could do better than that." But one of the coolest things about Doom is his magical abilities.
He's got some big
balls. To put
balls.
it simple, Dr. Doom is one of Marvel's best sorcerers. He also travels across space and time to learn more about the dark arts.
See, how did Doom like get to a level where he's like, I'm fighting the Fantastic Four. Now I'm the greatest sorcerer, better than Doctor Strange. I'm the best tech, on par with Tony Stark. I have the strongest body. I can fight against Hulk or Thor. I have magic as well. I've already mentioned that with Doctor Strange and the tech. And he's also incredibly charismatic and smart. Like, he's political and he's a leader. At the same time, he's evil. And what is evil? I mean, I saw on a Reddit post that if Doom was in charge of society, that Doom is so proud of himself that he would not allow that society to have faults. Like, he would try to fix all the issues and efficiencies. Like, there wouldn't be homeless, there wouldn't be drug problems, there wouldn't be crime, because he would take it as a personal insult of his society reflecting him, which is it's a crazy way to say, like, he's crazy on his mission and goal. It's absolute auditory, and you know, at the same time, his results, I mean, are they really, you know, it makes you just think, and it's up for debate.
But this first example is going to set the stage.
That's what
for
the whole
you know
point of
how
comics
Dr.
are,
Doom
make you
is at
think, you
sorcery.
know?
He once trained under Doctor Strange for a time, who said, "The things he's learning, I can't even do myself." He also once used a magical spell to send Morgan Le Fay back in time to the dawn of man. This is insane because Morgan Le Fay is one of the most powerful sorcerers in the history of Earth. There was also another instance where he summoned an army of monsters to take down the Avengers. Doom also possesses magical healing abilities, one time using them to heal Wiccan. Basically what I'm saying is, with his knowledge of sorcery, he could pretty much do anything. But before I wrap things up, let's talk about the will of Dr. Doom, because Doom's will is so strong, he could resist all kinds of mind control.
It's Marvel, but give him a Green Lantern ring as well.
For instance, we all know that the Purple Man has one of the strongest forms of mind control in the Marvel Universe. Basically, when Purple Man tells you to do something because of his pheromones, you do it. But not Dr. Doom. And when Dr. Doom has him locked up, he tells Doom to release him, to stand on his head, to kill himself. But guess what? He does it. Purple Man then replies saying, "Impossible, not this close. No one has a will that strong." But it looks like Doom does. Then you have the time Emma Frost tried to enter Dr. Doom's mind, but he replies, "Miss Frost, no man or woman shall enter the mind of Victor Von Doom. I suggest you stop attempting to do so or incur my wrath." To which she says, "Yeah, okay." Doom can also use his will to control other people and even creatures. What I'm saying is, he's an incredibly strong, intelligent sorcerer with the power to control other beings. He's easily one of the most badass villains in comics. And one of the coolest things about him is his demeanor. Doom's got swag, like he knows he's
Doom
badass.
is like turning into this all-powerful villain.
Now clearly I didn't mention every awesome feat and display
Who's more
of power
powerful?
Dr. Doom has ever displayed.
Okay, and I'm asking a sincere question here. Doom versus Loki.
But I do want to
I
leave
don't
you
know.
with one final thing, as I'm sure if I didn't, everyone would be like, how did you not at least mention that one time? And that's the time Dr. Doom took control of the Infinity Gauntlet. Long story short, in FF16 by Jonathan Hickman, Dr. Doom finds an Infinity Gauntlet from an alternate reality that's just chilling on a skeleton's hand. Needless to say,
No
he puts them on
shit.
for himself, at which point he then discovers a bunch of other Dr. Dooms from multiple realities, and with the gauntlets decides to build himself a Parliament of Doom with the use of his gauntlets. Now ruling them all, they all cheered for him, Doom, Doom, Doom. And that, my friends, is how powerful Dr. Doom is. And clearly through all the examples I gave you today, you could see he's incredibly powerful. Easily one of the most powerful and feared villains that Marvel has to offer. With that said, let us know what you think of Dr. Doom and what other character you would like to see get a
I see the
powerful
potential
episode in the comment section down below. And that's going to bring another episode of Variant to a close. But if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to check out that one right here. And if you like what we do in all of our videos, be sure to subscribe. But I'll see you guys next time when we talk about all things comics.
Variant Comics, and that is How Powerful is Dr. Doom. Check out their channel and make sure you're subscribed. You know, I let's just hope that the Marvel universe, cinematic universe, they do a good job.